Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another day in the life video. It is Sunday. We just have one day before we start up our week of classes, which in reality the week of classes is going to be pretty short, but it's going to be a long week of preparation for my CAPE assessment, my patient simulation experience, just because mine isn't until Friday, but we have review sessions on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday is when those exams start. So I'm going to have all of Wednesday and Thursday to kind of finalize everything I need, maybe study a little bit for finals that are going to be a bit further down the line, but will still help me here with my patient simulations. So that's pretty much what's happening this week. I'm going to start off this week by heading off to work from 7 until noon, and then I'll have the rest of the afternoon off just to get ready for the week, do any reviewing I need, make sure that I know what's happening in the review labs so that I can come prepared with questions. So there's lots to do, and I'm going to get to it right now. Well, today was a long day of practice in lab where we had our lab for musculoskeletal conditions, CAPE prep, in the morning from 8 until noon, and then in the afternoon for neuromuscular conditions from 1 until 5, where we just had some chance to review everything, go over kind of the entire CAPE structure again, and then practice with some cases. Overall, it felt pretty good, which is great for me in terms of I had a case in musculoskeletal conditions where it was de Quervain's, which is right at the wrist on the lateral side of it. Most commonly happens with new parents, considering that they hold their baby and they kind of keep their wrist in that position for a long period of time. So that was pretty nice to walk through, do some patient education on and everything. And then for neuromuscular conditions, I had a little bit of a curveball where it was cervicogenic dizziness, where it was a mix of both neck symptoms as well as what seemed to be vestibular symptoms. So it was good to be able to work through it with my partner Jerica for the day. So I'm very happy with how it went, but now I'm just going to take a quick break for dinner, and then I'm heading over to my friend's apartment where we're going to continue to maybe do a little bit of studying, but also just hang out and have a good time. So I'm just going to head over and do that now. Well, that was definitely a hard transition going from a long break into classes, but I'm headed off to work now for the rest of the night. Got my tea with me to keep up the morale, so I'm just gonna keep on going. Well, we pretty much made it to the end of the week. It's Thursday morning right now. I am just taking the morning to slowly, progressively get myself ready for the day, and then I'm going to get into doing a little bit of studying, probably only until the late afternoon or early evening, because I want to give myself just some time to not think about the exam for a while later tonight, especially as I'm getting rid of my facial hair since it will be the end of Movember, and tomorrow for my CAPE exam will be December 1st, so I want to make sure that I'm looking good and professional for it. But last night we got through a good bit of studying. In the morning I headed over to my girlfriend's parents' house, helped them out actually with some physical therapy for some of the problems that they were having, so it was some good practice. And then in the afternoon I headed back to the apartments where I had the opportunity to kind of be the quiz master for my study group while we were working on putting together a puzzle at the same time to try and have a little bit of fun with it. But we covered pretty much all 3 of the track courses, so I think today I'm going to just focus on reviewing some of the main things from yesterday, maybe doing a little bit more on my musculoskeletal conditions spreadsheet that I've been making, just so that I have some of the instructions kind of run through in my head and with my hands, possibly with my girlfriend, some of the tests that I'm going to have to do, just so that I feel comfortable. So it's going to be a busy day, but I'm just going to go straight to it. Well, it is just after 6 p.m. and I think I am all done studying and doing anything related to the CAPE exam tomorrow. Just because I've reviewed through everything again, I have an idea of the rubric and everything that I'll be really examined on while I'm in those interactions. So I'm just going to spend the rest of the night not thinking about that. I'm going to take some time to shave since it's the end of Movember, so that will be a fun thing to do, not having facial hair anymore and getting used to that again because it's always a transition. But then also taking some time to make sure that I have everything I need prepared and ready to go for tomorrow morning so that I don't have to think about it. So I'm going to prepare everything really quick and then just spend some time relaxing. Well, that brings us to the end of this week. It ended up being a pretty busy week overall, packed with lots of things, the end of Movember, our CAPE exam, and just lots of studying both with friends and on our own. If you enjoyed the video this week, please make sure to like and subscribe down below. Make sure to check out the video next week where we're going back into classes just for our final week of kind of summary of everything that's happened in the semester, as well as studying, preparing for our written finals, as well as our lab practical for musculoskeletal conditions. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been DPT, and I'll see you all in the next video.